Every Little Tree show has had rum cake as an important part of the evening, and we're not going to let no stinking virus interfere with that this time. So as promised, I'm going to share with you the rum cake recipe so you can make yourself some rum cake. But I'm actually going to do one better than that. I'm going to make you rum cake, and I'm going to send it to some of you, people who've already paid for a seat. Their names are in this Little Tree mug, and we're going to have a raffle, and I'm going to send you half a cake or a fourth of a cake or whatever you tell me you want. So I'll pull some names out and be in touch with you. First, I want to say something about why we do this. We have various traditions at our series, like all the artist signed posters that we have, and I always read the first sentence from the Education of Little Tree, but we always have rum cake, and that was totally accidental. The first concert, the performer, Mitch Barrett, was from Berea, Kentucky, and I had a Kentucky friend. He's from Greenup. That's Doug Mitchell, and he was very proud of his mother's rum cake recipe. He lived on the third floor walk-up with me and my wife. I was married at the time in Chicago, and we had each other's keys so we could, if we got locked out, we could help the other person out. And sometimes we'd leave love notes for each other, and often his love note to us would be a rum cake in our hallway. So I have nothing but fond memories about this particular recipe, Doug Mitchell's. That first show, I was just doing something nice for Mitch to make him feel welcome. But by the second show, audience members were asking, hey, is that rum cake going to be there? And so I went from having made 2 or 3 whole rum cakes in my life to about 200 now. It's crazy. So let's see. I'm going to post the recipe in the comments and in the event page on Facebook. I'll share that with you. But also, I've been really enjoying the potlucks. People have been bringing such amazing food and have been proud of their recipes. And so if you have some recipe you're dying to share too, please leave it in the comments. And I'm going to be looking through them. I hope you do that, because I'm sure there's some that I will want to make for myself. And if I do that, I hope you'll do the same. Take a picture of what you made, post it to the event. If you make a cake or early, share. Let's try to have this as much of a community event as we can manage, even though we're doing it separately because of the virus. I'll get into these first steps, what we're doing to make a rum cake. But most importantly, I would like to pull names out for a raffle for who's going to get these cakes that I'm making. The first step is to grease and flour the pan. That just makes it so much easier at the end. It says 1 cup of chopped walnuts. That's what I did there. But let's pause for a moment and see who's going to get these rum cakes. I'm going to pull 4 names out of here. If you told me you're coming to the concert, and I trust you because you often come, but you haven't paid yet, your name is not in here. The people whose names are in here are people who've paid already. And I'm going to do this again before concert night. So if you want to be part of that raffle, pay, and then you'll be part of it. And I'll contact you, and if you say, no, I really don't want you to send me a cake, then I'll pull out another name. I'm going to pull 4 out right now. Wendy Johnston, you are getting rum cake from me, unless you tell me otherwise. Who is next? It is Dana Lakatos. How fun for you, Dana. Dana comes with Charlie. Dana is a solar scientist. Rich Klug. Oh, and I have something else to say about the names and about the price for concert night. The suggested donation has been $20 for concerts coming live. Let me see, Tara Fortin. So actually a tradition that has emerged just kind of organically is For the last few concerts, Tara comes over and she makes the rum cakes with me. And she always brings a nice bottle of whiskey. This is some left over from the Moors and Macomber concert, Irish whiskey. Traditions are important to us here, so Tara's going to help us make rum cake tonight, just as she has been doing. And with the coronavirus, we've been putting alcohol-based hand sanitizer to clean our hands. That's only half the job. I think if you want to be thorough, you have to clean your insides too. It's about safety. Okay. We've been suggesting $20 per concert night. I think for this one, we're going to lower it to $10, and I will get you an updated link. And if you've already given me 20 or 24, invite a friend with you or tell a friend about it who's remote. If you need to settle up with that friend, go for it. I will get a link with a reduced amount, and I would really like to expand the circle of people we share this concert with to support Justin to be bigger. And so let's do that. I know I have Dimitra has said she's going to tune in from Greece. That's awesome. And your name's not in here, but if you pay me before, I will ship rum cake to Greece. I will do it. We'll see. It might get there after the concert. Anyway, okay, so let's see. Preheat the oven to 325. I should have done that by now. Reka Ohal tells me the wet ingredients should go in first. I don't know if this is some kind of mythology, but I honor that since my friend told me. So I always double the recipe. I only seem to be able to make 2 cakes at a time now. So I'm going to tell you what the ingredients are for 1 cake, but I'm going to double it, and hopefully while I'm talking I won't screw up that simple math of multiplying by 2. We have 4 eggs. We have a half a cup each of water, vegetable oil, and rum. Since I'm doubling, here's a cup. Add a box of yellow cake. Let's see. Nothing fancy, just regular yellow cake. One big box of instant Jell-O, and make sure you get vanilla. If you put banana in, you're in for a different experience. You know, maybe that would be a pirate's rum cake, but I don't like it as much. Vanilla. All right, so that's all to that. Let me double check. It looks like we did everything right, and I did put 2 boxes of cake in. The other ingredients I've been telling you is just for 1 recipe, so it's 1 of those. And this, you want to get the smaller box of Jell-O pudding. I got the bigger one. I'm not sure that it would make much of a difference, but be warned. Okay. Carefully measure identical amounts into 2 pans if you're doing 2 at once like I am. Great. The recipe says to cook it at 325 for 1 hour. I've noticed that a little less is fine. 49 minutes. I've been doing this for 11 years, so it's actually 49 is my altitude correction. Okay, so that's the cake. Now next is the sauce. So the rum sauce has a stick of butter. I try to use organic ingredients whenever I can because they're just cheaper. By the time you factor in the cancer bill, they're a lot cheaper. Quarter cup of water, otherwise known as a half a cup if you're making two. Let's see. A cup of sugar. I don't use sugar. I use honey. And I put 3/4 of a cup in for each cup of sugar. So I'm going to put a cup and a half of honey. All right, this goes on the stove, stirring until it's all well mixed, and then take it off the heat and add a half a cup of rum. If you put the rum in early, it's just gonna all boil away. So I'm gonna cover it, but we're gonna heat it first. Yes, great. Okay, so that's it. I'll come back and show you when it's done. All right. Okay, so I walked away and it was boiling hard, but it seems to be a very forgiving recipe, especially with the honey. So we're fine. Now we're ready to add a half a cup of rum. That's going to become a cup of rum because we're multiplying everything by 2. Now that we've taken it off the heat. Okay, and you could wait a little longer before you add the rum. If you're concerned about it being warm and boiling off, I'm going to put the lid on to try to capture what might escape. Because it sure is better when it tastes like rum. Okay, so now we wait. We've got 40 minutes or something before the cakes are done. And then when they come out, we'll come back and show you what we do after. Great. Since I let it boil, the butter separated a little. It's not a catastrophe, it's fine. But that has me wanting to stir it some more. It's best if you don't let it boil. You just let it slowly simmer. So I'm sure opening this up, I lost a little rum, so let's correct that. It's very scientific, the amount I just put in there, based on time and volume. Safety knows no season. Okay, the timer's gone off, so we will do the toothpick thing to make sure the cakes are ready. I'll tell you what everybody knows what the toothpick thing is. Everybody should know. The toothpick came up wet. We will let it go for 3 more minutes. So much for it being exactly 49. Cheers. Okay, we're declaring those cakes done. I just put them right in the cake pan. They're hot, so let me protect myself. Voila, as the French say. Let's see. Voila. Beautiful. All right, so what we do now is half of this goes on the cakes. I made twice as much, so there's enough for 2 cakes. All right. I think that's beautiful. All right, and about half of that is left. A little less than half. Sometimes I make a little extra of the sauce because the sauce is definitely what makes it special. Then I like to cover these guys. Keep as much of that rum in there as possible. Okay, the mystery of Little Tree Rum Cake revealed. Okay, I hope you make this, and I hope the people who are going to get this in the mail like this. I'll contact you first. And actually, those 4 people are local, so might not have to deal with the U.S. mail, in which case it'll be easier to give you liquid sauce. Maybe that's what I'll do. But if I mail a cake to Greece, I will probably just drench it with all the sauce. Okay, there you go. Please post recipes in the event page, and please come and tell your friends. We're gonna have a great time.